here we are in game 2. First win by Crazy and Sunfun. And I'm really curious, together with Julian, who's going to take home the second one, because those teams are kind of equal. The last game was not, we can't say close, but there was not too much of an advantage for any team until very late mid game, I would say. So let's see who's going to take this one.
Oh, can I please have Vicky's role with Magician in my games?
Oh, that is actually pretty sexy. He just, if he has now a good, he has the antlers. I didn't see the antlers. Oh, Whiteman Gates together with Starcaller. That is really sexy. And he has Pilgrim on top. If he's just bringing that game after 10, he should be having a lot of fun. And he's almost taking it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would have taken B and Pee-wee in that situation. But
actually, I think it was a good call, because
it might be.
You need the Arcane Armor. We have to agree on that.
Yeah.
And the Consort is just such a strong early game unit.
True.
So I can understand the decision, and I do like. This is so much fun. Bubblefish going for the APS Harfies with the Magician, I would say, and the better bunk on top. And this is lovely, because Harfies are so nice to play. They just suck if you don't have the right units.
Yeah, but I don't understand why he's not placing the Badger more in front. He's going for Harpies.
I just had to laugh, because Penny's now not really complaining, but they just realized that I was choosing you for the 2-0 today.
I mean, who wouldn't? Come on, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Even Ithian, who said this just now, in his deepest minds, he's thinking the same.
Of course.
Oh, and just a really interesting thing for Adams to tell us, it is actually 3 a.m. for Bubblefish. So it's very early in the morning. That poor dude is probably like 17, 18 hours awake already. So it is okay for him to do some mistakes.
Yeah, like placing the B here, which is not necessary. And yeah,
but it is again a really slow game. Antlers on both sides, Green Devils, so there's not a lot of action. Everybody's starting with 3 workers only, now having worker number 4. And there's probably not a lot of fiesta going on, because everybody having big units, they won't leak that much. So
no one is pushing 5 workers.
Yeah. Oh, now this is a very interesting thing. We see Bubblefish having the Harfies behind his tank. Do you like more to have a split and have the Harfies behind your tank? Or do you like more to cross Harfies?
I don't like Harpies at all.
Yeah, I probably thought so.
No, I have, like, for the early game, I like it behind the tank more, because the tank is your biggest damage, and then the Harpies and the tank often focus the same target, like a fiend on 4 or the boss on 5, which is why you would want to do it like that, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. So I personally favor the split across, but I know that this is very weak in the early game.
Yeah.
And that's maybe the case why I'm losing some of those Harfie games I'm playing.
Maybe.
But it's just, if you drag them into the late game, and if you're having the right setup for it, let's say steeds or just good tanks and above, you're often having very fast attacking Harfies, Sky Queens, it's called, in the late game.
Bubblefish is going for a pretty hard start on Sunfun with the Green Devil start.
Yeah. He can't send 4, he's just too strong there. Like, usually you would like to send on 6, but is he able with his role, which is totally not good for some of the early game waves. For example, 6, he's not looking good on 5. He will have some hard times there, even on 7. Is he able to really save till 6?
He can. With 5 workers he can. He will have...
He did not push that much.
Yeah, this does work, but it really ruins him for the rest of the game if he doesn't get a huge
There's a consort
lead.
chance. There's a consort chance he can do for 5, so he should be more or less fine there.
Yeah.
And Sonfan on a lot of value already. He is really calm, staying on those 4 workers. But
Yeah,
it is
and
all
income
about
sending.
who's harmed more by this starve in the very end. And we have here WikiLeaks getting the send, now pushing to 7 workers. And I think now this is the perfect scenario where you should not send on 5. You should really let your mate scale into the game. Wiki with some more time. He's having the worker advantage. Overall, Bubblefish and WikiLeaks are 2 worker ahead as a team. And this is now perfect, giving them more time. They will have a huge send coming out on wave 6 if they're now choosing to go for 6. And WikiLeaks should actually be able to hold wave 5.
Yeah.
So this is perfect, and they do it. Bubblefish really going for the starve. He's sacrificing himself for the team. But I would have loved
the consort.
Yes, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, I wanted to say go for the consort, not the double super.
Yeah. He's expecting the 6 send, which is probably coming. Oh no, Crazy's already sending.
Oh no,
he will leak here. WikiLeaks with the Windhawk, preparing a little bit more for 6 as well. So they're both expecting the counter send on 6. And the thing is the following. The 2 consorts, we have the Green Devil, we have the Butcher. To be fair, with the Hardened Mudman on top, I'm not sure if you would want to go 7 now. I mean, this would be an all-in on 7, right? There's no chance you win the game if you don't make a huge play there. But
well, given that Crazy just hardened his Mudman here, I am pretty sure you just go 6 now.
But the 2 consorts next to a Butcher, this is actually a lot of good value here for wave 6. Even a Mimic won't do a lot, I fear.
That is true.
So, and especially we were talking about WikiLeaks having a super late game rule. Now he has to play for the mid game. We already see he changed the PVs he had and the consorts. I really do like Windhawk, Steed. This is just such a strong role he's having. He just have to scale a little bit, but he's not really having the opportunity right now to scale with those long starves they're trying to do.
Yeah, and Bubblefish also has he has a good late game role. I don't really understand why they are going for the star.
Well,
but it might work.
I do understand, and there's a 200, so there could be an ogre, or there's the 7 cheese I was expecting, and it is happening. Oh my gosh, I would hate them so much right now.
Oh,
for real. I would, if they were on my friend list, I would unfriend them. I would block them in game. I would dodge every game from now on. For doing such an asshole move. Someone's still staying on 4 workers. And the good thing is, he will still league on 7.
Of course. I mean...
he did everything you can do right? He did everything. He stayed on 4 workers, he was building, he was preparing for a lot of waves. But he will just league because there's, 260 coming. What do you want to do?
Yeah, the question is how much damage they will take to their king now with this send on 6.
Yeah,
or if they will take damage at all.
The good thing is Crazy will be able to harden a Mudman. He's probably building 2 Mudman or a Veteran, not sure yet. So he will have a lot of defense and a lot of damage as well with his Coiler. I'm actually hoping for the Mudman because hardened Mudman should be a little bit more tanky.
Holy shit, the focus. Oh
yeah,
no.
That was awful. I did not spectate that lane, and that is some really nice gold Crazy and Sunfire are getting to help themselves defend the lane.
The one polywalk in front of the Antler pulled 5 Roccos to the left on Vicky's side.
Yeah, I don't understand that split. It was just perfectly fine. You kind of want to pull a little bit more into the split, I guess. So your Antler and Windhawks will have a nice time over there.
But it's not that much gold. Like, this is a crazy big send.
They were really, really lucky. And the double Ghost Knight. Holy shit. It's just going to be amazing. I'm a little bit biased because I want to see this league, but in the same time, I can't hate Bubblefish and WikiLeaks for this play more. It's really such an cheesy send they're trying here. Oh my god. I would Sunfon 950 value. You can hold wave 9 with that. and he will not hold the wave 7.
It all depends on the Ghost Knight
Oh my
focus.
gosh. Ghost Knight already shutting down the second biggest
Distance.
source of damage for Crazy, who's still having a deep coiler that is able to deal quite a lot of damage. But
Yeah,
both
the
Ghost
coiler
Knights,
will do very well here.
yeah, but both Ghost Knights are going to be down there at the king. Crazy doing a great job, we have to say.
Yeah, but
A
I
little
don't
bit
know if
unlucky
this
now.
is enough
And-
to kill them.
No, it's not enough to kill them, but we have Bubblefish holding. Very close, but he's holding. WikiLeaks not leaking too much, and now they're in the work lead. They will get huge gold, and to be fair, I still think that long saves early on are way too strong because of the scaling a Mythium Sand has compared to the value. It is just too strong early on. Because
Are
we
they
see it.
alive?
Yeah, they are, but it's very close. Because you see it, they're now in a worker lead. Sonfon and Crazy, they're having so much value, and they lose so much gold, they can't even push now.
Yeah, they are even behind on gold now.
Yes.
Jesus. Yeah, these saves early on, these long saves are very strong, but they are also very risky. Like
They
I didn't like Crazy's send on 5, to be honest. I think he should have gone 6 with his mate together.
Maybe. I mean,
But
Pebble,
yeah.
Wiki was actually looking way better on 6. Did he show the... Oh no, he did not show the Windhawk before. So yeah. I think it might have been better to go for the 6, and I dislike the Disciple here because it is placed wrong. So the Disciple was actually meant to be 1 square down, I hope. Because now there's no gate at the white main.
Yeah. I don't
Something-
understand his...
Something did
Plan.
not went right here, and I think actually Bubblefish is shifting not to the Harfies, but he's probably going for the Pyro APS, APS Elite Archer build.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I just want to say when are the next hands coming, but we already see them.
Whew, that was close.
This is going to be interesting. Are Bubblefish and Wiki, are they respecting this wave 9 because the sends are coming now? Or are they still focusing to hold the next wave?
Well, we're seeing a bunk from Bubblefish.
Yeah.
That should be pretty good.
Yeah,
I
Bank,
mean-
I don't really like it too much. I do like the gate from Wiki though, but
Yeah.
the split he made is awful for the units he now has.
Yeah.
So he invested a lot of gold into units that are kind of dead now because polywalks are just... After the nerfs, you should not play them as a huge split anymore. You can do like 4 or 5 for a split, and that's like more than you already should have done.
Yeah, but he's very strong on this wave, so he should hold.
He is, absolutely, but it's for the mid and late game
late-
especially.
Yeah, yeah.
We have Bubblefish leaking here. On the other hand side, we're having Crazy doing a good job. Yeah, Crazy's doing a decent job as like on wave 7 and Sunfun as well. And now they're taking the lead with leaking Bubblefish pretty big, I would say. And yeah, taking the advantage.
For sure. I mean, Crazy just has a really good game now. He held the 7 cent pretty well, and he did have high workers early on because he got some cents early. So I think he can win the game for Crazy, for Team
Yes.
Baesy.
They can just, I would say, they just start with real Crazy and Sunfun. And
Yeah.
maybe then go for the King Ups, all in King Ups. Or they even trying to 13, one of those two. And then
No,
they
you-
might actually be really, really strong. They might be able to do some good, but the mole is kind of interesting.
So I think you have. I mean, Vicky's role has the potential to carry really hard. So I think you
Yeah.
have to send on his weak waves, and especially because Sonfon is a bit behind, so you need to make sure he can break his opponent.
But this would
And
be
I
12.
think this is 12 and 14 are the natural candidates
Yeah. They were sending now, though. There is no leak from Bubblefish. Wiki is pretty close. Nope. He is having perfect focus.
I think he's holding.
And this is a hold as well. Now we're having Bubblefish and Wiki having more Mythium. They're now in the chance of deciding which wave is going to be the next send. So far, well, it's probably 12-15, kinda? What would you say? 12-15?
Yeah,
It's very hard to decide, to be fair.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
At first, I wanted to say 14, but the two coilers, they can just mass coilers, which are pretty strong on 14.
Yeah. You can make an argument for almost any wave as long as you send enough. Like, there are good units for every wave, but there isn't like one complete weak wave for Crazy or for Sunfun.
Yeah, not really. That's actually what I'm worrying about as well. Because now for Wiki and Bubblefish, they kind of need this one wave. They will be able to really break their enemies.
What actually worries me more is that Bubblefish did actually go for the APS with Magician, with the Harpies now with having like 5 bazookas, an APS, and an elite archer already. So for Magician Harpies, you just need tanks. And he has invested a lot of his gold in not tanks.
I just saw it as well, and this is actually not really looking good for them. Like, he invested so much gold already into the Sukas, into the APS with the Elite Archer, and now going for the Magician. That's hard.
Okay, so we have the sends from Wiki and Bubblefish now. But Crazy and Sunfun both took Dark Ritual, so they have a lot of value here.
Yeah. What is actually interesting is they did exactly what I expected them. Going for the Dark Ritual and now going for the heal. Or they're even going for the other King Ups. I dislike that decision. I would have just liked if they stick to the heal and play for the late game.
Yeah, but if you're playing for the late game, you might as well upgrade your King fully.
But they were not looking too bad here, and they should know that they can't get too much. Let's see how it turns out. Maybe they really need the King Ups. But I actually think they might both hold here.
I mean, the 4 eyes into already shown coilers is always a bit of a questionable.
It was a nice try. He was probably hoping for only one coiler to be there, but did he already show 2? I'm not sure anymore.
No, he didn't.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is just beautiful. Look at that. That's small league. That is actually for time. They're having more workers. They can now go for the 14 cent, which is a huge weak wave for both Wiki and Bubblefish. And they won't be able to laugh too much about that.
Now this game will probably end on 14. Bubble and Wiki will lose it on 14, I think.
Yeah, they're already 600 gold now behind.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hard for them. Wiki rolled away his arcane armor. He's only having the Pegasus with a little bit of arcane, but the HP numbers are actually awful for that unit.
Yeah. It's not looking too great. So.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I mean, Bubblefish does have the Iron Scales, which is like almost the best anti-14. It is definitely the best anti-14 tank, and that is what he needs.
Yeah, but his damage sources are limited. There's the two Sky Queens he has, but that's about it.
Yep.
They're undervalued already. They actually have to go for the king now. Having a king and not leaking too much on top, that would actually save them, but it's gonna be hard. Let's be fair there. The sends are not too huge though. The sends are not too huge because the waves are very fast overall. There's still a very fast game. There was not
they
a
might
lot of
not
long
send
waves.
Here 16.
Wait, but 16 is very long, and in between there we have 15, which is not the best way for Sunfun and Crazy. They're not that weak there, but still 15, there's a lot of magic damage missing for Sunfun. And there's actually a lot of coilers already for Crazy.
But I think he's just hard committing for the coilers, and then he's suddenly good at 15 because he can snap the boss. If you have, I think, 5 or 6 coilers, they will kill the boss.
Yes. Probably.
So then suddenly coilers are not completely useless on 15 anymore.
No, absolutely not. But sometimes, this is actually a little bit RNG, at least I did not figure out how to perfectly coordinate that. Sometimes the boss is just focusing down the tanks in front, and sometimes it's just turning to the side and sniping your coilers, which you obviously don't want to have because they're huge DPS units and have only a limited amount of HP.
Holy shit, they are sending here?
Yeah, this is actually crazy. Sending into Vicky's strongest wave.
I mean,
I think that's
Okay.
panic. That is panic. I think they just realized they were probably hoping for the 14 cent against them. They kind of expected Vicky and Bubblefish either go for the king because they fear 14 or going for the cent here.
yeah,
Yeah,
But I
that's
don't-
probably it.
they are
It's-
far ahead. Why did they put themselves into this position?
Yeah,
and then
and the
sending a Ghost
Zeus
Knight
for
into like
Bubble.
the lead archer and Zeus.
Yeah, but the suits were just built now, so I kind of don't understand. I would have loved Pyros here for sure. They would have been even tanking for the Sky Queens in the end. But WikiLeaks is looking really strong. He's having the 2 gates, he's having the 3 Pegasus and a LOD on top. So he's definitely not looking weak here.
Values are very low though. on
Yeah,
team-
absolutely. But
Team
not
Beast.
only for Bubblefish and Wiki, but also for Sunfun.
But honestly, the setup for Viki is just so
Look at
good.
this. As I said, the boss got sniped, but the boss lanes are all free, and this might actually be game for Bubblefish and Sunfun. Bubblefish and Wiki.
Holy cow!
Look at this, he's just holding. WikiLeaks is
He's
just holding all the
making
big one. Yeah, but this is too small of a league to kill them. And on the other hand side, we're having a lot of units coming
But
down to the
it's
king.
almost a full king, so
I think it's not lethal yet. It's very close though.
it is very, very close.
Okay, it's not lethal for any side. Wow. What a close game, to be fair. They were so far ahead, Sunfun and Wiki, and they really played out every inch of HP they had.
Holy crap!
It's gonna be 17. It has to be 17 now.
Yeah,
How do you...
but
Oh,
this,
that's beautiful. I just wanted to say, they have to full push now for the 17, and they're in for it, because Wiki is slow leaking 17.
I understand the play. Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's one problem. The wrong person pushed. Vicky had to push because Grace is actually looking way stronger on 17 with the golems.
Oh, this is. I think the recent will win the game.
Yeah, that's it. That's game.
I think
what
that's
a
it.
nice read. What a nice read. That's beautiful. The read was awesome. They're probably expecting the 17. And with the non-upgraded gate, I don't see a lot of chances.
No.
Is Vicky?
I think
Vicky's
he is
doing really
holding.
good though. Vicky's doing wow. This
Yeah, he is
this
holding.
LOD is just overperforming here.
I just don't know if it's enough to cover well enough.
Well, look at all the spawnlings. We're having a lot of drakes here. There's still a white main half-life. There's still a violet, but it's very close
This is
though.
really close.
And there's
I
not a
think they
good
die.
focus. Yeah, they should die. There's not a lot of king. It's lightning hammer though.
No, this is they are dead.
I feel so as well.
This is game.
I would love if they're surviving because Wiki just had a huge performance here. Oh shit.
Oh, this is
Oh, that's it.
heartbreak.
That's the 2-0 for Wiki and Sonton. What a close game in the end. It could have gone
Holy
either way.
Jesus. Yeah.
Wow. What a great game, really. This was just exciting till the very last second.
Yeah, it wasn't played perfectly on either side, but that is what made it very interesting.
Wow. And I'm so surprised how strong those gates felt.
Oh, gates are so strong right now.
I I actually said it the last patch that as soon as you're starting to buff again the gate HP of the units, it's gonna be viable again. And that's exactly what happened. And it is really strong again, I think.
And
Like,
I
not
still
really
would have liked Vicky to build the gates to the white main. I think that might have been enough to cover that.
If you just did one gate with the white main, it might have actually saved them. It was so close.
It gets one more
Kind of
spawn
the
that
biggest
way.
mistake.
Yeah.